Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Let's just first off the top make sure that my audio is working, and it's not, so we're going to fix that real quick. Make sure that that is all on the up and up. We're going to do that, put it on my earphone, and now the audio is still not working, which isn't great, so I'm going to fix it one last time, and now we should be all set. Welcome. Name is Eternal Blue. Tonight, Div E West matchup. We're in week 4 of the NGS season 15. It's Phoenix Rising Amethyst against 210 Blechman Street. Early doors, we can see that PRA has banned All Track Pass and Braxis Holdout, while 210 Blechman has banned. What did they ban? Dragonshire and Towers of Doom. As you can see, the first map picked, Phoenix Rising Amethyst, won the coin flip, and they took first pick. Therefore, Blechman Street going to be grabbing the map, and we are going to Infernal Shrines. John Cena going to be making an appearance here early in this matchup. Hope everybody's having a wonderful week. Tomorrow is Friday. Pretty stoked about that. Not stoked for all my meetings, but stoked that at least after all that, it's going to be a Friday. And you know what? I think... Oh, wait, I can't take a half day. Nah, never mind. I was going to take a half day, but I can't. Unlucky. Let's see what we got going on here. It's 10 o'clock. The lobby's being created. Let's see. I am in there like swimwear. And once we get all of Blechman in here, we will get started. Harkin Giantsbane saying, let's go PRA. Some early support for the Amethyst crew. Thanks for stopping in and checking us out tonight. That man is a Platinum 4 in Div E. Alright, interesting. Alright, it looks like we have nearly everybody in here. Alright, we have the lobby all created. What's going on, Ben Ra? Shouting out PRA as well. Heavy support for BRA here. I am having a hard time with words lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the weather. But, man, calling out heroes' names and people's names has been rough for me. So, might have a lot of apologizing to do as the game progresses, but we shall see. Just glancing over everybody's stats. I like to do a little pre-scouting of my own here, just to see if anything stands out. Them's my people. These are my people. This is where I come from. We're giving this thing everything they got and then some. It ain't always pretty, but it's real. Let's see here. Let's see, while we wait, if perhaps we can catch some of the other games that are happening here around the NGS world. Please ban Dominator. He's the worst. little friendly banter going on. I'm just going to let them know the caster is ready. I'm going to take a quick look at some of the matches across the board. Over by Psycho Pants, it looks like Cho'Gall Factory and ARAM is playing against each other. On the main page, Gimme More Cosplay is casting Anti-Clown Association of Bronze 6. And it looks like the other cast has ended. It's just me, so... Alright, here we go. What's up, Stoic? Welcome in, buddy. We are gonna start drafting some heroes here. Infernal Shrines. Let's see what we can do. I played a very good Infernal Shrine games yesterday. Not to pat myself on the back, but I felt I had a very positive impact on the game that we ended up winning, and then we got reverse swept. So that didn't feel good, but they earned it, and we threw at least one of those games. But enough about me. Let's talk about what is good on this map. Obviously, the Hogger, first pick worthy, no matter who you are. If you have a Hogger player, they should be wanting to play Hogger on this map. Blaze, another really strong first pick here in the off lane. But we see what has to be some good scouting from PRA to take out the Illidan. Brightwing, the global, first global, taken off the map. Actually, well, that's not necessarily true. Illidan is technically what you consider a global. If any of you guys are League of Legends aficionados out there, Illidan is essentially Nocturne, the jungler there, with that global lousy Stoic equals Goss. Oh, really? Really? That's you, Gus? I always thought Stoic was the lousy Stoic. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to catch up here. Tyrael banned, and the Stukov band. So Johanna is on the board. I can't imagine Pope is going to be passing them up. I mean, it has to be a Joe, right? It's gotta. How could it not be a Johanna? Johanna Mama. Now, with that, it does leave Hogger on the board. Dota what? Not Dota, League of Terrible Legends. You know, the game we'd all be forced to play if HOTS ever died? That's not true. If you guys are interested in a decent MOBA and don't mind third-person shooters, Predecessor is a game I've been playing a lot of lately and really been having a good time doing it, so maybe check that out. Maybe I'll stream it after this, actually. Holy CC, Batman. So we already have the start of a good wombo combo from Blechman Street. Unfortunately for them, they have a Johanna. So, Falling Sword could be the detriment of the Blechman Street team if they decide to go that way. Second and third picks coming up here for PRA. Good decision there. Picking up a Hogger, and then we have Steph with an F on the Sylvanas. Anduin immediately banned. I mean, they didn't even... There was no banter back and forth on what their last ban should be. The Anduin is going. They're trying to choke out the healer from PRA. I'll see if it remains successful. I mean, Rhaegar is still available. So it's kind of weird to see, like, either they're going to get Anduin or Rhaegar, unless they're planning on picking an offlane Rhaegar, which would be a choice. Diablo banned as well. Very strong on this map, and they currently don't have a whole lot to deal with it, so that's a really good ban there from PRA. We do see a Stitches from Asterisk. And how are they going to round that out? Probably a Tychus would be a really strong choice here. Ooh, Phoenix. Huh. So they are... Oh, this has got to be... They got to be picking Leo here, right? Yeah, that's going to be a Leo. Their offlaner has to be a Leo. Alright, and rounding out the team for PRA... Junkrat's still on the table, and that... Yeah, that's gonna be super irritating to deal with. And Lucio with high fives all around. This is a Leo. Like, it has to be a Leo. Why else are you picking Jaina Phoenix? It's just gonna be the meme beam. right? No. Ooh, Imperious. That is exciting. That's gonna be fun to watch. We're gonna have to spend a little more time in the off lane. Excuse me, this time around, because that is a spicy pick. PRA with definitely the more meta draft, but the amount of CC that Blechman has is going to be quite devastating. But we'll see how it all plays out. Let's do this. Every time my camera resets itself, looks like I'm staring into the abyss. Zoom in a little bit so you can't see all the crap in my back. There we go. I know. It's a little too close, but... Imperious 4-man? You think so? Maybe an offlane Phoenix. Yeah, it could be an offlane Phoenix. From left to right, our home team tonight is going to be Phoenix, Rising, Amethyst, Space Pope. Look at the mount synergy there. Space Pope on the Johanna, Docket on the Hogger, Zerg Pern on the Junkrat, bopping himself at the wall. Steph with an F is on Sylvanas, and Lieutenant Barista on the Lucio. From right to left, confirmed in the chat, it is going to be an offlane Phoenix. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it's a 4-man Artanis played by Loda. Excuse me, that is Dominator in the offlane on that Phoenix. Asterisk on the Stitches. Arda playing the Deckard Slow Cheetah on the Jaina. And that covers everybody. Big stab there already by Pope, but both Unstoppables popped early, and PRA able to get out. Space Pope getting hooked, but there's no harm, no foul there. Loda trying to come in, get some good poke damage done. It goes waning. Phoenix, very good at clearing lanes. He is something else to deal with here. And here we have a gank in the bottom lane. Great boot by the Junkrat, and the Jaina already getting caught out. First kill goes to PRA. Well done there by them, claiming the first blood. As we take a look, we actually have Laws of Hope from the Johanna, which is a pretty interesting choice. Oh my goodness, Dank Kane the Wizard for 27 freaking months, bro. Thank you so much. We have a lot of quests from the side of Blechman Street, or BS Street. Can I just call him BS, or 210? 210? I feel like that's quicker to say. 210 coming in with the flank. Yeah, we're gonna go with 210. What's happening here in the top lane? Phoenix winning, unsurprising. Basically any auto attacker against anybody that does an auto attacker in this game is quite rough to deal with. Zerg Pern here, that Junkrat clearing the mid lane, does get caught in that trap. PRA able to see this rotation happening. Surprised we don't see much of a gank. Johanna trying to wave clear, as Johannas do sometimes if they are asked to. And you see PRA taking both the bottom and the mid siege camps here in the early game. Zerg Pern rotating into that top lane, potentially to get a gank on that Phoenix. We take a quick look here in the top lane. We see a trap come in. He has to go. Yeah. Phoenix wins that, by the way. Let's take a quick look at, yeah. He's going to mount up. Pern going to be able to clear this while the Hogger grabs the camp. Be very, very much on time there by PRAs. They're in every lane. They're slightly ahead in Soak, and they have an extra kill. Johanna has been essentially offlaning by herself this entire time. And now you see 210 going up to do that Bruiser camp here. Take another quick look at the talents. We have Lucio going the big boop there. 5 orbs, 6 orbs rather, from the Joe thus far. Phoenix actually went the advanced targeting, so that's the Q. Huh, interesting choice. I don't see a lot. Well, frankly, I don't see a lot of Phoenixes, much less them taking that. But Hogger's in the top lane. They see the Phoenix on top is PRA. And here we have a gank onto the Imperious. A lot of damage being done, but it's not going to quite kill him. Down comes the Deckard. And Stitches starts the objective here with 4 members of PRA on this objective currently. They don't have the Hogger, and 210 doesn't have the Phoenix. So we'll see how this all plays out. The Unstoppable's down from the Joe. That's going to force, not necessarily force, but that's going to assume that the Imperious is coming in for a stab, but they're not. PRA playing very passively here, considering that they have pretty good shrine control. Steph with an F getting a little bit low. A great stab there by the Imperius. The Decker gets booped over the top wall. Meanwhile, we take a look in this top lane. Camp is pushing just a little bit. That's going to get cleared up pretty easily. It's 18-18 on this point. PRA had to get their taps out. Junkrat has got to do a better job focusing this objective before PRA gets a boop, though, onto the Jaina. Jaina and Zergpern trying to slow each other down. And right now, it is essentially a wet blanket fight right now. Both healers are very good on this point, really healing up their teams quite well. Here comes this trap on to the Imperius, who gets booped over the wall. But, oh my goodness, just escapes as Lieutenant Barista. It is 32-29. Down comes the Hogger, but Phoenix is here already, so the Hogger is a little bit late. Ooh, a big stab there by the Imperius. And now Space Pope is going to fall as well. The Hogger coming in, getting a bop. The stab just misses from the Imperius. Hogger's going to walk away from this. The first shrine goes in favor of 210 Belchman Street. And their first 2 kills as well. Stockett does get hit by this, almost dying. 54 health, warmer bop. But John Cena doesn't have it in him. So minus the Jaina here, the siege potential from 210 is not very good. They just don't really have a lot. Like, they could do camps, but the amount of pressure and time that they had to wail on this fort just really didn't get anything. And there is a good boop by the Junkrat yet again. It's the second boop. Here comes the speed up by the Lucio. They're trying to get him. The trap is almost reset. There's the chasing trap. It does hit the stitches, but not enough damage there to actually finish off the kill. Now Space Pope getting hooked. Unstoppable is down. The good healing from the Lucio will save him here. Level 10's just around the corner for 210. Meanwhile, Phoenix in this off lane, doing what off-lane Phoenixes do, and completely bully the off-laner for, well, ever. Meanwhile, back in the bottom lane, level 10s are online for 210. We take a look at the ultimates. We do see Stay a While and Listen, the Angelic Ornaments, the Meme Beam from Phoenix, Ring of Loss from the Jaina, and Putrid Bile from Stitches. So no Gorge. They are just going to run straight forward at PRA. Yeah, camp is going to be started here by the Stitches. Everybody else is going to cheer him on. Zergpern getting a trap in that bush. Dahmer is looking for the engage there. Oh, a great boop by the Junkrat over the wall. And it's a good stab back over the top. That is so far one ultimate down. The Stay a While and Listen is out. The Phoenix was just waiting to press his buttons there. In fact, Phoenix disconnected? No, he's there. Okay. He was just looking. He's just checking out the map, making sure everything's on the up and up. Here we see a big engage onto this Imperius. There's a Hortipult to stop him from escaping. Groot unstoppable there. And look at all of these. They can't leave. Docket has completely shut up. Oh, and the Meme Beam comes in, deleting the Hogger. So that was shield down already. Quickly, we go over the ults. We do see the shield high five, Rip Tire, Mind Control, Hortipult. And now, this is looking very spicy, but the stab does miss. Pope doing his best to peel. Steph does get hooked, but a good slow from the Johanna. Putrid Bile coming out, slowing Pope even more. Junkrat is going to die here, and perhaps more to come on that. No, the Phoenix does not decide to secure the kill. But this bottom fort is as good as gone. 210 going to claim the first building of the match, as the Hogger clearing up the mid lane. Look at how much health you lose. It's just unreal. Is that slow? I think the Q on Phoenix slows, right? Let's see. Slowing by 25%. Yeah, so that's just a pain to deal with. He is ring heavy, it seems. PRA taking their bruiser camp here. Looks like 210 and not opting for the camp. They want to get set up early on the objective. They have a big wave pushing bottom, so bottom lane is set really well for them, and they are first to this objective, about to be 13s. If you're PRA, you want to take a fight as soon as possible. Everybody has their ults for PRA. There's a mind control. There is a boop, but the boop may have actually saved the Imperius, and now a huge ring of frost with that sleep by the Deckard. Space, or Steph with an F, getting hooked into the pile, the putrid bile. There's the meme beam yet again. Hogger with a really nice spin, honestly, to get out of that. Space Pope doing everything he can to stay alive. But at the end of the day, 210 Blechman just running straight forward. So you half expect to see the Hogger go into the opposite lane here. So this is a lost cause. It's already 15-2. Can you guys see? Okay, no, it's not covering your screen. Alright. It does slow, yeah. Level 13 hook is going to be rough to deal with. Asterisk tries, but PRA threads the needle, but there's a big stab onto Zergpern. A good mind control by the Sylvanas, but Phoenix able to get in there and get that final blow. With that kill, surely 210 will get this objective. As it's a frozen, their full talent head, they are likely to lose the fort as well. Space Pope, thinking about life, just kind of hanging out, waiting for John Cena to come sit on her face. And here comes a flashlight. There's the Unstoppable. Good pull there by the tank, but PRA has to be very careful here because they can just run right past us, and that's what you see them doing. Good boot by the Junkrat again, but there's not a lot of follow-up damage here. Rip Tire is out. Does connect to the face of the Imperious. Nothing more necessarily happening there. The stab is negated by the Unstop from Joe. Yeah, we knew the fort was going to go down. Doesn't look like 210 is going to press the issue too much more here. Although a lot of damage is being done. There's a Ring of Frost. There was a meme beam across the side, but a great boot by the Junkrat as he almost dies to the Phoenix beam again. Just seems like every 90 seconds they're getting in with it. Oh, but a good pull by Space Pope there. Completely negating the stale while and listen. It's a 4v5. Let's see if PRA can get a kill here. All the ultimates are down, but they are chasing down the Imperious. That's the second kill of the match, but it's still 8-4. Here comes Barista trying to get a boop. Does miss. Hogger still going in. I don't know if they have any more kill pressure here, though. Their DPS is a little bit behind. They're trying to get there, and they will not do so. And there is a hook onto Hogger, but nothing will come of it. Meanwhile, the Phoenix has been an absolute demon. Basically AFKing. I mean, look at this riveting gameplay. This dude's bored. I promise you, this dude's bored. He's just sitting there, taking all the camps, pressing R. He goes, oh, 40 seconds till I can press R again. Like, you might as well just sit in a bush. There's nothing else to do. You've done it all. You've done it all. You took that camp. Look at Dominator. 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 Oh, slow cheetah. But, yeah, everything right now is going really well for 210. They're in the driver's seat. They got 2 more extra buildings. Honestly, their walls have barely been scratched. As we see a gank here onto the Hogger. Will we see a hook or a stab or stay a while and listen? No, it is a good gank, but the Unstoppable does negate the ultimate. The hook is good. The high five is too late, and now... Oh, Decker gets booped, but it's into the little secret cubby hole that is, I don't know what you want to call it. It's a cubby hole. Can't see because it's got the C. Anyway. Good kill there again by Blechman. Gonna allow them to get this top camp for free. They are complete control of the macro game here. PRA really has no business being here. as the Junkrat. Whoop! Almost getting caught there. Chomp. Not a whole lot going on until the shrine comes back up right now. 2 camps need to be cleared out here by Hogger, and they will do so rather effectively. But PRA is way out. They need the Lucio to escort them out. Space Pope is on an island. Zergpern is about as good as dead. This should be 2 dead people here. There's a good Unstoppable. Zergpern has got to get out of there. Good dodge, though, and he is out of dodge. How did the Lucio get slept there? I swear that Lucio was out. That was very strange. Good peels, though, by Pope. he is able to get his team out of a pretty dicey situation. And PRA, if they're going to want a chance to stay in this game, they have to win this objective. They just gots to. Space Pope coming in. Seeing that the team is there. Really can't kill a Johanna here too bad. Alright, and we do have a 5-on-5, maybe for the first time here. There's a stab. Nothing really comes of it. Junkrat gets completely eviscerated, but the Jaina does pay for her life with that. Everybody is relatively healthy here for PRA, but a good stab by the Imperius and a massive heal. And the damage is just too strong. The healing is too good. And the Hogger and Johanna are going to go down. Loda still coming in. Lucio spray on the way out the door. I assume that was a panic click. But all the camps are going to be cleared off the map. The level 20s are going to be online for 210, and they are pretty much just going to likely walk this objective into the keep. And maybe even to core. What are y'all drinking tonight? I am sipping on a Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. Not that I'm opposed to drinking regular Pepsi, but we bought it for mixers at Christmas time, and I'm still trying to go through a 24 case of Pepsi. Now this is where oh, is Pope gonna get hooked? Ooh, went for the wall, actually. That's kind of surprising. I half expect him to come over here, because I think you can hook over this wall. But anyway, there's John Cena landing onto the Hogger. There is a stab, but a good unstop from the Lucio. It's not enough. The Hogger is going to go down. Stitches is completely alone in the back line. There's a good boot by the Junkrat. If they lift the Stitches, they might be able to end. No mind control comes out. Ring of Frost lands onto the face of the Junkrat yet again. There is the mind control, though, on the Imperius, and it's a good freeze. But the hooks have been really strong here by the Stitches this game. Down goes the Joe. The Phoenix dies for the first time, but this core is dropping fast. John Cena is absolutely ravaging the Sylvanas and Lucio. Another hook again onto Barista. And game one is going to go to 210 Blechman Street. Congratulations to them. Also Diet Pepsi. Nice, nice, nice. Classic Coke here. Wait a minute, Classic Coke. Like classic Coke? Like ton of Coke? Well, we will give 210 a well-deserved point on the board. Oops, you know what? I don't have Garden of Terror even selected here. As we take a quick look at the numbers, leading the way was that Phoenix in the off lane, followed by Steph with at least one F, 41k damage, then the Jaina Imperius. Junkrat bringing up the rear, ended up getting caught out by the Jaina a couple of times. The Ring of Frost, if that hits a Junkrat does not have a lot of health, contrary to popular belief. I know he can be super irritating. Gentleman never tells. Good man. Leading the way in Soak was the Hogger, then followed by the Phoenix. I wish there was a stat on how many camps the Dominator had taken. Couldn't have been less than 8 or 9 that game. Stitches had never died. Some really good hooks from him as well. Take a quick look at the talents here. Looks like the Imperius didn't even have an opportunity to take the 20s. Bottomless Flask, stay a while and listen. The Rubies, the healing, very strong on that Deckard, who also did not die. Both Deckard and Stitches did not die that game. But that was only one game, so we will see what happens here in game 2. Whew, excuse me. Let's take a quick look. Comeback makes for the better story. That's right. We always like to see the best of 3s here. What am I trying to do? Map screen. There we go. We will update this as red team picked the map and then won the map. So, ta-da there. Water, I'm super dehydrated. Yeah, you were flying all day today, Chris, so that makes sense. That adds up. My wife drinks like 18 waters when we're flying all the time. And we are going to Battlefield of Eternity. PRA needs murder, death, kill. I'm thinking that's their plan. More murder, death, kill. Oh, I should probably update what map we're going to here. So this was picked by PRA, going to BOE. It's about damn time. I haven't cast a BOE game in quite a while. It's one of my favorite maps to honestly play and cast as of late. A lot of different things to a lot of different things to play. A lot of different heroes to ban and pick. Tis a good time. Well, it's about damn time. In a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman to pump me up. Feeling fussy, something bussy. Nah, I'm gonna stop saying worms that ride with fussy. Alright, apparently is 210 Blechman straight up pirate reference because they're all going R. Not entirely sure what that is. Every once in a while you run into a team that all does like real quirky things to say they're ready. Spooky Ghosts would be one of those where everybody has to queue us ghost up. These are the same people when you're running dungeons in WoW. Wait. Did the game not start? Oh, someone left immediately. These are the same people, by the way, in WoW when you're running dungeons, and they ask if everybody's ready, and then everybody has to type R, and then they put down a feast, and then they ask for a countdown, and then they put the mythic key in, and then there's another countdown. A hiccup in connection. Alright, well, we were going to get started. The map had pressed start, but looks like somebody is trying to reconnect. So we'll wait and see what happens. Diablo maps, best HOTS maps, and also best Diablo maps. Any map is a Diablo map if you are Korean, by the way. Let's just see something here. We're all just waiting for someone to join. So as soon as they get back in here, we'll go forward. Do 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 do. Alright, well, we are still waiting here. And I think we are finally about ready to get this show on the road. Sorry for the delay. I had a little bit of hiccup in someone's internet connection, but we're back. So, Battlefield of Eternity. We talk about the big five. We got the Li Ming, we got the Raynor, the Artanis, the Hanzo, and the Greymane. Pretty insane immortal burners, if you will, on this map. And at the end of the day, we're going to see some sort of combination of those. 210 Blechman Street apparently does not like Stukov. Not a fan. Therefore, we see it banned here early and often. Well, PRA, very scared of a Tyrael. No Brightwing. 210 choking out the healer pool. We're going to see an Illidan ban. It's just back-to-back the same 4 bans. Or is this going to be... What was the hassle last game? Honestly, the Phoenix was kind of rough to deal with. And we see Anduin ban this time around. Kind of an interesting ban that they go with. Asterisk immediately locking the Lucio. So with the Lucio off the board, Bear is down 4 healers to choose from. Well, let's see what they decide to prioritize here early. Are they going to go for burn? Do they want to take a frontliner? Maybe they want to take a healer. Okay, so they are going to take a healer. They're going to grab Rhaegar and Vala. Stukov is so frustrating, yeah. Auto ban is Syl, also a good ban. Mine lately, my third ban has been on Sergeant Hammer, because we got destroyed by one of those recently. If I'm not picking the Junkrat, I'm usually banning the Junkrat. Which is why I kind of became a Junkrat player. I see another offlane Phoenix there from Dominator. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Jaina again from Slow Cheetah. So they have decent burn from the side of Blechman. Johanna is still up, by the way. So let's see what PRA decides to ban. They need to ban a tank. They're going to ban Garrosh here. This will likely be a Diablo ban. No, okay, they're going to ban the Joe. So Diablo is still on the board. And I just missed that. Looks like we have a substitution docket is currently out. Striker Killa in the game. I like to play Hammer Comms. She's in a good place. Yeah, she's in a good place if she's up on the top of the screen here, banned out. You see Space Pope on Diablo. And Steph with an F playing Li Ming. So a ton of blow-up damage from the side of PRA. How does Blechman respond? Are they going to go with a Tychus here? It is an off-lane Phoenix, so they're likely going to go with a Tychus. But that leaves them pretty squishy. What's going on, Moon? Good to see you, buddy. We are going to see Illidan. So it's a 4-man Phoenix with an off-lane Illidan. And Muradin is picking up, being played by Arda there. In the off-lane, how do you even deal with an Illidan, really, if you're in an off-laner? You just kind of lose, right? Can you go Thrall? Does Thrall beat him? Thrall might 1v1 him. I really don't know how to do it. Maybe you just counter it with like a Rainer. Maybe you just actually go Rainer. It's a Blaze. I mean, it's a very strong meta pick. No one's going to be upset that you have a Blaze on your team. But I almost wonder if Rainer was the choice here. Just to counter the offlane. And Rainer is actually a pretty strong counter to Phoenix as well, because you can interrupt his teleport. You just kind of run him down. Unless Illidan gets CC'd to death, the Phoenix gets CC'd, it's going to really be on this Diablo. Diablo has a relatively free game until 16. But there's just a lot of self-healing and healing and shielding that Blechman has, so we'll see who wins this matchup. PRA needing this game to force a game 3. Blechman looking to end things here on Battlefield of Eternity. Our home team tonight, down 0-1, is Phoenix Rising Amethyst. We have Lieutenant Barista again on a Rhaegar, Space Pope on a Diablo, Steph with an F or 2 on the Li Ming, Zerdpern on the Vala, and in the top lane we have an issue with my mouse. We have Striker Killa on Blaze, and in the bottom lane for Blechman Street we have Slow Cheetah again on the Jaina, Arda playing the Muradin, Loda playing the Illidan in a 4-man, which is interesting. Astros on a Lucio, and in the top lane we have Dominator on a Phoenix again. Offlane Arthas wins, yeah. Okay, that's a good call. But it doesn't matter because it's Phoenix again. So we are going to have a 4-man. This is going to be very, very strange. Moon is the biggest Striker Killer fan. This is going to be a very strange 4-man matchup here. It is Q build and auto attack build. Strange to see auto attack here from the side of the Vala. But I guess if you can stack... I mean, honestly, I don't hate it. Is he block party? No, it's third win, so it's no block party. What's going on top lane? Yeah, that's pretty normal. See a stun. On to Arda. Gonna have a lot of souls if you keep getting stuns like that at level 4. Li Ming doing terrible, terrible damage to the face of the Muradin. But a lot of self-sustain here from the side of 210. Zerdpern basically gets to stack for free. There's really not a ton of pressure here if the Muradin doesn't hit. Muradin doesn't hit his stuff. Oh, the boop! Pretty insane there. Slow Cheetah coming in behind, trying to be cheeky with his positioning. If they just decide to turn on the Jaina, it kind of dies, but close this out. 23 stacks already from the Vala. Same build here from the offlaner. Striker Killa doing a pretty decent job thus far against this Phoenix. And this has just been essentially a stalemate here. Not a lot going on. You see Illidan is going to go start this camp here. Let's see if PRA recognizes that. Tries to get a little bit aggressive. Doesn't look like that. They're just going to peel off and do their camp as well. Rhaegar Vala, gonna burn, baby, burn. Meanwhile, both 1 DPS and tank will remain behind. Lucio's down here as well. Are they gonna just take this camp? I think they can just do it. Yeah. They see that the camp is there, and Illidan is not gonna be here for this. You see the Diablo already looking, should be looking at this Lucio here, who is up against the wall. Well, big connection to the backline. Steph with an F. Chunk in the backline yet again. Another good Q. And it's a good camp steal by PRA, recognizing that Illidan is not there. Blaze in this top lane has a lot to deal with. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we do see an engage onto the Lucio. Rhaegar going to be finishing off that kill. So first blood goes to PRA before the subjective. Everything coming up Millhouse right now for PRA. Blaze has a little bit of work to do in the top lane. Dominator really extended in this lane here with this Immortal here. PRA doesn't seem to be interested in fighting the Phoenix, though. They're just gonna burn. Oh, and now maybe we see somebody come down. Space Pope gets to live rent-free. Just gets to live rent-free in their team with no % damage for a while. Yeah, and here we have a good defense play out of the side. It's a 4-on-5 right now until the Blaze comes down, but here comes the Blaze, and 210 is in a choke right now. Oh, that Lucio is so exposed. Blaze just misses that stun, and the lanes are both doing okay for each team. I don't think anybody has really strong lane presence. Slow Cheetah still in the back line here. I think if PRA just turned on the... or she'd die. Good stun by the Blaze, able to get out of that mess while doing a decent amount of damage to the Immortal. Right now, it seems that PRA is in the driver's seat here as Li Ming continues to pepper the Lucio directly into the face and mouth. And now, with the Phoenix burning, you're going to see PRA able to clean up this objective. Blaze already going top to soak. And so far, a very good early game from the side of PRA. The Lucio is there. Is Pope going to go? No. Didn't quite get that stun. Biggest Moonster fan, says Gossamer. Hammer coming out. We take a look at the stack total. Vala at 38. Illidan only at 5. And we do see Monster Hunter. So it's an auto attack with a Q build, and you have seen that a couple of times. It's not a crazy uncommon build. The Space Pope really getting chunked here now. But they're still, after they blow everything and all the damage lands, which it essentially did, they're still not able to do any critical blows to the side of PRA until late game. Good stun there onto the Muradin as they dive into the back line. Skullcracker onto the face. Is that Skullcracker? It's give him the axe, actually, from the Muradin. They're trying to fight past this, trying to save the objective, or rather, trying to save the fort. 210 gonna do a good job at accomplishing that. Bear has to go back for mana. Meanwhile, in the top lane, the wall is down. A Striker, Killa doing all he can just to keep up with the Phoenix, and quite honestly, doing a pretty good job of that. But we have a massive flankerino coming out from 210. They want this top camp. As you can see on the minimap, everybody rotating up. Striker Killer's got to smell blood in the water, and he does. He just needs to get out of dodge, and he will, which is going to leave this bottom camp completely vulnerable, and it's also going to force somebody to come down here and help clear it before they lose the fort. Kind of an interesting strategy. You see the Jaina already coming back down, realizing you didn't need everybody. And Muradin's going to get wallbanged here. Ooh, the jump does get interrupted. There's the flip. Decent amount of damage going on to him. Down comes the Lucio. Blaze and Pern sitting here in the top lane. Gonna be clearing this out. Pope does not yet have any buttons. He's just kind of existing here. Both teams not really making any major mistakes early. They're going to get their camps. Everybody's going to get their level 10s. And it's going to come down to who can combine their ultimates better to get some kills here. I think this is going to be a shield game from Lucio. They really don't have a ton of CC. Is PRA? Be interesting to see what he actually does here. And just like that, level 10's online. We're very quickly going to go through them here. We see the Rain of Vengeance, Wave of Force, Bunker, APOC, and Ancestral from the Rhaegar, obviously. There's an engage on Lucio. He's able to get away. We do see Planet Cracker again, Ring of Frost, the Hunt Avatar, and what is Lucio doing? They're still going to decide here as PRA begins to burn, and they have much better burn here than the side of 210. Diablo doing a great job poking here. We do see it is Sound Barrier. There's a Hunt and a beautiful self-cleanse there by the Rhaegar. Good Rain of Vengeance, a good stun again by Striker onto front line. There is APOC. Bunker is down as well. Maximum bunker value, and everybody pressed R, and everybody is still alive. In fact, I would say they're quite healthy. And it looks like 210 is just going to kind of give this Immortal. They seem to be winning the fight, but yeah. PRA, much better burn here. Although, Blechman did make it a fight, for sure. Alright, so all members of Blechman, minus the tanker here in the bottom lane. Gonna try to push this out, I guess. Meanwhile, we have an engage onto Arda in the top lane. Lucio gonna be escorting the Timba to the top lane. Burden getting chunked pretty strong here. A little bit of speed on that E. He's coming up. Illidan gets wallbanged by the Diablo. Arda is still in the backline, sitting on top of Steph with an F, but he pays for it with his life. Down goes the Burden. Good engage there by the Diablo. Actually gets the stun underneath the Immortal. I know it was an accident, but beautiful play there by the Diablo. And maybe it wasn't an act. Maybe it was 100% calculated. I bet he doesn't even know what he did. Love you, Pope. But that was an excellent play there by Space Pope. But Ring of Frost hitting two members of PRA. Mortal's gonna go down. And Pope is still just a very chonky boy. Diablo do be looking thick. Again, no percent damage. I don't think until 16, right, Timba? Am I right in that chat? I think Phoenix can spec into it. I don't think Illidan has it for a while. Space Pope getting in there. The Cheetah getting really low as well, but the Hunt onto the back line is good. There is a cleanse. Space Pope now, the chonky boy like I was talking about, gonna be going down. Good shield there by Lucio. There's Planet Cracker. Okay, Diablo's dead. He's super dead. Mission accomplished. Blaze gonna be taking this camp at the bottom. It was a good 5-man gank by 210, securing the kill onto the Vala, getting off some of those stacks. Pope got mad calculated moves. Yeah, well, we'll say that was that. It was honestly, it was a brilliant play. It was very, very good. Intentional every time. I see what you did there. The Blaze just kind of hanging out. Just kind of watching, making sure he's slowing rotations down. APOC is not up yet. Ancestral and 44. Meanwhile, a lot of alts are going to be down for a little bit longer for 210. Both teams have 13, but so far, PRA has been in the driver's seat when it comes to this Immortal. This bottom wall is still very healthy. 2 towers still here in the top lane. And let's see if, oh boy, Zergpern. Is he aware of the bushes? They're just going to be doing the camp here. And there needs to be an immediate bunker. Nope. And now here comes the engage. Oh, good peel there by Steph with an F. That was a very good wave of force. Able to get that camp. So, mission accomplished. 210, understanding that they want to get a kill before they burn. Did so effectively. Able to get that. But just a Muradin is not enough to really keep this team off of here. Just a Lucio isn't really able to keep him off of there either. But the rest of 210 able to come up here would be an issue for the side of PRA. Kind of the saving grace here, though, is it's going to be a defense for PRA. Down comes the Blaze. Both of their lanes are pushing, so this is going to have to be cleared out. It should be a relatively free Immortal. Ooh, Lucio gets absolutely chonked in the face The stun does miss, but Arda is kind of alone in the back line. There is a beautiful cleanse there by the Rhaegar. Ancestral off as well. Pern is going to go down first. Blaze is now in there looking for a stun. It lands on the face of the Muradin, but the shield from the Lucio is very good. And 210 Belchman Street able to claim their first objective here. Another 2 strong kills for them. And Jaina, I mean, this is not nothing here from the side of PRA. Lane pressure very good, able to get that wall, do a little bit of damage to that top tower. This catapult likely gonna get this tower. Maybe. Maybe one more hit. Maybe. Does get the tower. Diablo, 35 souls, only 91 stacks. Good stun there by Arda. Good follow-up stun by the Immortal. The Immortal is absolutely the 6th man here. Does the stream audio sound funny to me, or is it anybody else? That might just be my voice. That's just naturally who I am as a person. Third Burn doing a great job healing. Good Rain of Vengeance there. Follow-up CC by the Blaze just a little bit late. This Immortal is going to be claiming the first fort in favor of 210 as they're on their ways to 16. Space Pope is on an island right now. They're trying to go in and save him. That's a good stun by the Blaze there to peel. And most of the ultimates are down now. Not most, rather just the Ring of Frost there, able to claim a kill onto the Diablo. And 210 Belchman going to be sieging their way through this wall and towers. This is going to need to be dealt with here pretty quickly. I appreciate everybody keeping me, making me sure I'm sounding good and stuff. Stuff and junk. The thing that's dangerous here for PRA is if they decide to go for this, they're still down to Diablo, and while they do see the Phoenix there, he still has the Mean Beam online. We'll see. Oh, this is a 5-on-4 without a Diablo. This is a little risky. Oh, the Boop actually missed the Blaze there. That's pretty interesting. Both teams are 16. Are they going to want to fight for this? With the APOC, I think the Diablo wants this fight. Yeah, he's looking for this fight. Is he able to get in there? He is. There's the APOC combo. Does not really connect, but a huge stun by the Blaze, and there's the follow-up damage by the Li Ming Lucio, the first to fall. Down goes the Jaina, the Mean Beam, getting a ton of value. A hunt onto the Li Ming is going to claim him, rather her. Space Pope going down. I think Phoenix just cleans this all up right now, so there's nothing else to deal. Yeah, there's just nothing else to deal with the Illidan. Meanwhile, yeah, he is out of there. This bottom lane needs to be dealt with by the only remaining live member of PRA. It was a good engage. The full Li Ming combo didn't quite hit the target. I think some of it got missed. And that really allowed... Oh, good macro here. By 210. Capping that bruiser camp of PRA. And their own bruiser camp there, Dominator. And now this Immortal is gonna get burned, baby burn. So, PRA is not gonna have an Ancestral for this fight. The game is nowhere near over. They're down a level, but they have a Vala that level 20 is likely to hit. This top objective doesn't necessarily have to end. Pope is lying in wait there. Blaze is, though, in the bottom lane. If you are PRA, though, you do want to fight under your Immortal here. And here comes Blaze, coming in with a stun. Does not connect. There is the Ring of Frost. There's the Mean Beam. First to die is the Li Ming. Both damage now are dead for PRA. And I think Space Pope should be able to get out of here. And he will do so. Illidan doing Illidan things. Meanwhile, 210 able to take this top fort thanks to the mighty bruiser camp they took earlier. This top lane is going to be a mighty to deal with here. Do we see a stun onto the Blaze? Yes. Is the bunker going to come out? No, does not need it. able to get out of there in just the nick of time. Illidan went inside the house, and Pope says, "Get out of my house." Haven't looked at the builds in a while. Let's see, the Val has 106 stacks. Manicore is online. But, ooh, actually stops the jump there. And a good follow-up stun by the Blaze, by the Blaze, but he gets just ripped through. Massive Rain of Vengeance. But the hunt is too good, and I think this is just about gonna do it. They're fighting under the core, but that is still a very healthy Immortal. And that should be GG. Just not a lot to deal with the Illidan. And they only took 2 objectives, but they're able to clean this up. Congratulations to 210. They are going to claim Game 2 in the sweep over PRA. Alright, so we'll take a quick look at the numbers here. Get my ugly mug off the screen. We'll give What's Their Nuts a point on the board. Confirming the sweep. I don't have a lot of time here. I need to get to bed before I have to be up in not a long time. So 210, I will get you on the next interview for sure. But congratulations to you guys. Quick look at the numbers as Jaina and Phoenix led the way here. In damage, meanwhile in Siege, same thing. And Dominator leading across all numbers essentially for the side of 210 as they win 2-0 over PRA. Anyway, that's it for me. Again, congratulations to 210. I apologize. I gotta get to bed here. These 10 o'clock games don't do me very good. But congratulations to them, and we will talk to you guys next time. I hope everybody has one.